CreateCulture Lab. And I'm very glad to see you all here tonight. And welcome to the final pitching of the CreateCulture Lab Sprint. Yeah, when I do like this, you clap your hands, please. So we are glad to have you here as we wrap up this awesome journey where culture and arts meets with business and tech. And are we online, by the way? Oh, good. So yeah, I think you've already visited our website, and I will skip this information. And who we are? This project is created by CreateCulture Group, and we are a non-profit organization, Belarusian organization, New Wave, about cultural projects, creative projects. And our projects are integrated into a platform of professional development and dialogue for representatives of creative industry and cultural sector. And CreateCulture Lab is all about bringing people together to make cool stuff happen. Over the past weeks, participants engaged into intensive workshops, mentorship sessions. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit nervous, so yeah, I'm a little bit like, you can applaud, by the way, when you see that I feel, yeah, thank you for your support. So yeah, and mentorship sessions and checkpoints to refine their ideas and prototypes. And I want to express a huge thank you to our mentors for their invaluable support and feedback over the past 15 days. Sonia Drbichevskaya, Filip Daineka, Alex Kashkarov, Daniel Krutsina, I hope you will meet them somewhere here. And of course, none of these have been possible without our partners. And I want to say a huge thank you to EUFO Culture and the European Union, who really believed in our vision. And also I want to thank all our partners whose logos you can see on this slide. So this is ABBA, Association of Belarusian Business Abroad. American Councils for International Education. It is an international non-profit based in Washington, D.C. with offices through all over the world. Godel Technologies. They are an agile nearshore software delivery partner with over 20 years experience in providing software engineering resourcing solutions to leading UK companies. Also, we have an informational partner, Cultural Code, and it is a networking group for Belarusian cultural and IT professionals. Gurtam. Gurtam is an international developer and provider of software solutions for GPS tracking and IoT. And also, Axios Accelerator, which offers a 12-week accelerator program for the winners of this sprint. And now I would like to invite Galina Drost to share insights about the accelerator.
So, in fact, hello guys. In fact, I appreciate each of you for taking part in this fantastic journey. It has been an interesting journey, and I hope that your project not only progressed, but also gained valuable insights and skills. And you also received feedbacks of this project, for your project, and you have plan for the future development. And I have a special thank you for every member of CreateCulture team for the efforts in creating such fantastic, wonderful event. And I would like to express my gratitude to Tatiana, who played a main role in organizing such every online session. And communicate with everybody. She knows everybody here. I definitely know about this. So about us, Access Accelerator program scheduled kick off in March, providing 12-week mentorship program. So until now, can't wait to see which project will shine today.
So yeah, additionally, our partners prepared special prizes, but you will learn about them soon. I mean, like after speeching sessions. And now, of course, because before we get into the pitches, I would like to meet our jury members who will be judging tonight. And Denise Shauruk, business angel, mentor, advisor. Galina Ivanova, Senior Agile Delivery Coordinator, Godel Technologies. Kevin Railing, Regional Director at American Councils for International Education. Serge Naurotsky, Economist, Vice President of ABBA. Ahina, Head of Publishing, Belka Games. Kirill Voloshin, Business Angel, Startup Mentor, Pitch Coach. So our jury members will be looking at things like how cool the idea is, if people actually want it, and if it can make money. So here are the criteria that they will be using. Oh, sorry, I forgot about this slide. So yeah, idea and innovation, demand for the project, market potential, quality of market research, business model sustainability, realism for implementation plan, clarity and logic of presentation, and also marketing and branding. So yeah, let's applause. And now let's get to the main part. So each team gets 6 minutes to pitch their project, and then there will be 5 minutes for questions. And I want to invite the first team with Uncasual project, and please support.
Thank you, and hi everyone. I'm Natalia, and there is Daniil, and we together here thrilled to introduce you a very special project, Uncasual, a project which will change the world of clothing. And people's natural desire to express themselves make us seek the way to stand out the crowd while being good to planet and make easy for the wallet. And what problem we solve? Did you know that almost a half of clothes in our wardrobe never see the light of the day? While 80% of consumers claim that they don't have clothes which truly express themselves. And this is clear that this is a significant gap between consumer needs and industry offering. But do not fear. Do not fear, because Uncasual here is save the day. And by promoting sustainability, reducing textile waste, and supporting local communities, our Uncasual project will meet the needs of Generation Z, and will align with industry trend. So, what our solution? Uncasual will provide customized clothes with reusable stickers on it, so you can change the look whenever you like and how you like. And also online design studio with AI will make the process of creating outfit design as fun and easy as a pie. So Uncasual is a clothes which really express your mood. Just imagine today is your friend's birthday. Tomorrow your favorite game is playing. Christmas, vacation, cozy evening at home. There is a lot of different occasions to express yourself. And for this you need just one t-shirt. It sounds like an idea for a million. And Uncasual provides opportunity to unleash your creativity in endless way. It could be sweatshirts, t-shirt, caps, jackets, wherever you want. And this is not about just a brand. We are tapping in a very big new category in decorated apparel market. And actually, there is a lot of money for everyone, so we ask you to join us in this journey. And who our target audience? Well, actually, it's rather wide. Kids and their parents, young adults, and even businesses. And we get first very excited and positive feedback from our consumers. And actually, the most excited consumers, it's kids. And they really love the idea to change the stickers during the day. And this help parents also educate and entertainment their kids. Of course, there is competitors. They are local and international print-on-demand services, as well as fast fashion brands. However, Uncasual stands out the crowd with its unique value proposition, and it's superior to main competitors like Redbubble and Printful. So, our business model is also our plus because it includes different revenue streams, both B2C and B2B, and it helps us to have scalable, profitable growth and to ensure expansion. So, Unusual, it's not just about brand. It's about movement towards individuality, creativity, and sustainability. And make this all happen, we're seeking for about 155,000 euros over a 6-month period through a convertible notes. And this investment will fuel product and platform development, and this will help to validate our MVP and start new round of fundraising. We had a long way ahead. We have very ambitious plans, and with funding, we aim to have first B2B and B2C sales in 6 months. And who we are? We are actually a great team, which has both business and technical background experience. We are very passionate and dedicated to make good to this planet. This is why we are confident that we will shake the industry and make Uncasual loved brand for people who want to be bold and express themselves. And we join we ask us to join us in this journey. And thank you, and now I'm open to answer questions.
So yeah, now we have 5 minutes for questions. Use the microphone.
Thank you. What is your go-to-market strategy?
So we have several channels. It's local print house, and this is B2C sales and also B2B sales to businesses which want branded merchandise or promo goods for their consumers and staff. Okay. Focus is European Union, and we would like to start with Lithuania, of course, for MVP period.
Hello.
Hi.
You're representing a platform. I mean, your product is a platform, or you're planning to produce these stickers, or what is the business model?
Okay, so it's combination of product itself, and we need R&D because we would like to enhance glue base for the stickers to be reusable, and you can use it several times on T-shirt and other clothes. And also, this is a platform for design, creation of design of your clothes, and you can make your design or use designs from internet to make your design, different tips for designs and online Stylist, yeah. Stickers.
And the design of clothes comes from where?
So we would like to work with stock of T-shirt, for example, in retail, fast fashion. Yes, so the design of clothes, it will be like standard T-shirts, caps, jackets, but it will be customized with stickers and design which will be created by users.
So both would be sold by you through your platform, yes?
Yeah. But we also would like sold it not only through our platform, but also through point of sales of our partners. And partners could be different, like local print services, like communities, like bloggers and so on.
And who will own the creators, the rights for created designs? I mean, who will be the owner of?
We will need to work on this question as well on this question as well with legal, okay, as well as with R&D rights.
One more question? You have no? So thank you so much.
Thank you a lot, and thank you for support.
And I want to invite Volia Media. So please support with your clapping hands.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Volia Novik, and I'm presenting my team, Volia Media. It's a local media for Belarusians in Lithuania. Many of us were forced to leave our hometown during different reasons, like politics, wars, economic situation, and others. And we know from the first hand how difficult the adaptation period is going. Like, you're supposed to start your life over again and solve a lot of different problems, like how to pay taxes, how to get medical care, which school's supposed to go your kids, and many other questions. So there are all answers on these questions, but they placed in different resources, so it's kind of difficult to find them, especially if you don't know where to look it for. So our decision is to create our media where we will collect all this information and provide it through different platforms which our audience really use. There are some different Telegram channels which particularly solve this problem, but unfortunately you still to look for it in different channels, and it's not structured, and they don't have any feedback system. So what are we going to do? We would like to make our own media and create our community in Vilnius. Then we are planning to expand, because we don't want just to solve our problems. We know that there are a lot of many different migrants from other countries, and we're going to use different languages. And to realize all these, our ambitions, it's really important for us to develop analytical service which will help us to see our audience, see what they want to see from us, and also to know what is going to be on trend tomorrow. So our technology is analytical service which will be based on the request in Google and social media. First of all, it will help us as a chief editor, because it will save a lot of time. It will show us clear statistic, and moreover, it will help us to feel our audience even if we are in different countries. So our segment, we analyzed local media in Lithuania, and we realized that they are pretty conservative, because they publish their materials only on the website, on the TV, and radio. But we know that our audience, they mostly use social media, not the TV. And it's get us a lot of opportunity to get to increase our audience, and our content, I'm sorry, will promote itself, because we are going to use TikTok, we are going to use YouTube Shorts, we are going to use Reels. So, in general, media in Lithuania, they exist due to government support and sometimes due to commercial part. In general, we are going to do the same, so we are counting for fundraising, donation. In future, we are planning to sell advertising, and also we are planning to, when we will develop our analytical service, we are planning to sell it to other media and agencies. So it's going to bring us extra money. So our team is not really big, but we are pretty ambitious. First of all, we have Katya Pytleva as a chief editor and journalist. She has great experience in journalism, and for the past 3 years, she helped a little YouTube channel to grow up into serious media. We have SMM manager and targetologist Lena Detkina. She's in the industry for the last 7 years. She had her own online school and SMM agency. The youngest teammate, Nastya Lebedich, she is our PR manager and content maker. She feels trends much earlier than we are. And of course me, as a graphic designer, Wialon Novik. I'm working in media since 2017, but also I have some experience in development of websites, mobile games and applications. So, thank you so much. I'm ready to hear your questions if you have.
Maybe I will not be able to answer this question myself, but how many Belarusians are in Lithuania?
We have the statistic, but to be honest, personally, I don't remember. It's about 16,000 in Belarus.
And how many users you need to break even to become profitable?
It's a good question. Can you come to me? Сколько нам пользователей нужно, чтобы это все работало? As minimum, we need 5,000 users to make it work. We have pretty good example as Radio R. They have pretty small audience, but it's worked really well. So they also had about 5,000 customers, like users, in social media. Any other questions?
Can you expand a little bit about exactly what kind of content you're looking to promote?
Okay, in general, we know that our audience, they don't really crazy about news about wars or politics. So first of all, it's supposed to be useful content, like all these articles about taxes, schools and other. Also, it should be entertainment content. So we're going to make some podcasts. We're going to make some, I don't know, show for women. We have some examples and we already were working on one of them. So in general, we want to attract people, not to make them afraid of us because of all this news. And also we want to be a service who can suggest to other Belarusians promote their businesses themselves. And we all also were thinking about PR agency, but it's in the future, not right now.
Ask a quick follow-up. Some of the content that you mentioned at first, schools, taxes, it's pretty static content. I mean, it's content that changes, but it's not exactly dynamic content, right? So what would be the ratio of static to dynamic?
Okay, So the main content is not only about schools and taxes. We are going to help immigrants to adapt in new country, and it's not only about schools. Like we want them to join the European Union because they have a bit different culture, they have different languages, and it's really important to bring democracy to new community, because when you lived in a post-Soviet Union country and then you move to Europe, it's kind of strange a lot and you will have a lot of questions. So we are going to help them to integrate to the community.
One additional question that correlated with previous. Have you checked Vilnius, Lithuania organization website? Because as I know, they have almost all that you have mentioned about the static information for Belarusians and not only. And as well, I'm not a user of Instagram, but my husband is, and I know that there are some more or less really useful channels that accumulate like all events, all that can be useful. So are you sure that it is really something that would bring and it's more correlated how you plan to make people loyal and bring money not just for a first attempt, like
Okay. Yeah, my chief editor heard about this service. So in general, yeah, they collect some information, but they don't give any feedbacks. And we are going to make, I don't know, also webinars for people who don't know and who want to ask somebody about his or her problem, like once again about taxes, schools, and other. Can you remind me the second part? Okay, in Instagram there are a lot of influencers who provide more entertainment content, and there are some other Instagrams who is talking only about news. So we are going to give both of them, and also promote like you cannot just see what cafe I visited today or there was some situation. No, you will see all the information in one place, so it's much more useful. Thank you. Have a good night.
I invite Gold Director and Tech Sculpt IT. So please support.
Hello guys, my name is Alexey Stukin. I'm Gold Director, and with my team we make the interesting product. Maybe. Okay, let's go. We make videos I send in my page in Instagram. It's good. Gold Director Universe Tour is innovative virtual city tour offering unique interaction with live theater studio characters, designed to enrich cultural outing in interactive and impressive storytelling in unique experience. Okay, that's the product brings a new level of virtual city tours, combining historical sites and living characters into a fun and educational experience, offering an unique tour format that will attract both local and tourists seeking a fun and interactive insight into the city's cultural heritage. We have 20 personages, 20 characters with unique stories, storytelling, styles and music, providing a personalized experience for each users. the ability to interact with animated characters in real time, providing participants with active participation in the excursions and the personal communication with the character. It's our target market is tourists as well as locals interested in cultural stories, architecture, and unique city excursions. Potential income from tickets sales for virtual excursions per day can range from 1,000 to 5,000 euros, depending on the season and the popularity of the routes. We expect demand for our virtual tours to increase, reaching 15 or 2,000 tickets sold per day by the end of the first year. Its flow of money into our product is carried out throughout its combination of B2C and B2B models. B2C, B2C, our primary revenue is generated through the sale of customers' virtual tours to end users, tourists, and locals interested in unique and interactive sightseeing experience. B2B, in auditions, we also offer partnerships to other companies in the tourism industry, providing the opportunity to integrate our virtual tours into the customer package or the additional option in travel package. This table is provided a sample financial plan for 3 years, including investment amounts, investment object, revenues, expense, and EBITDA. It's maybe it's prognosis. Maybe it's real. This is real. This is my comments. Alexei Stukin. It's I, Edis Galvonas, Sergei Fihas, Maria Susla, and thank you. Let's talk.
1, 2, 3. So would it be like a website or an app with AR features? I didn't get that.
Interesting questions. But we make the apps and websites maybe. Yeah, but it's largest product and mobile apps is not. Okay.
So you're not sure whether or not it would be like an app or a website, but probably website, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
What markets, what countries are we talking about? These 20 statues. In what countries are you gonna put them?
We start in Lithuania and Vilnius, and with my wife we make the 20 statues with 20 characters, living sculptures, personage.
So 20 for each country you're gonna conquer, or like 20 at all for all the European market?
No, maybe it's first time in streets in city.
Я имею в виду 20 на всю Европу или 20 на каждую страну?
20 in its country.
For each country, 20.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I see.
Yeah,
Thank
but it's personage is we make the оцифроваться. Мы оцифровываем персонажей и запускаем их тогда.
And sorry, my bad. Do you have someone who can create these sculptures, or you and your team can create them, or you need someone to hire for this job?
Yeah. Yeah. We make it with my wife sculptures. We make it 20 years, and we starting live in Belarus in Minsk, and maybe you see my sculptural streets in Vilnius and Minsk. We make it all time 25 years. Yeah. Yeah, I know. yeah, okay.
So you're going to have to work with the municipal government to get permission then, yes, to put these things up?
I need help translating maybe. No.
No? Where do they go?
But this street art performance, not music performance, and don't. It's real. It's free. Yeah. Donate, and.
Virtual. It's all virtual.
And virtual and decorations, virtual and augmented reality decorations we make now in living sculptures is real. And we make the historical museums and it's augmented reality. It's a personage who. We have three excursions in this product. One excursion is going in Vilnius in living sculptures excursion. Next excursion is historical quiz and augmented reality. And third excursion is X-ray tour. It's museums, galleries, and other places. Thank you so much. Welcome in Universe Gold Director.
So we have some technical issues, so I need a couple of minutes, but I invite the next team. Please be ready, Alina and Lifestyler Project. Invite Alina and her project Lifestyler, please.
So, hello, it was some technical problems, but still, hello, my name is Alina, and I present Project Lifestyler. It's a YouTube and TikTok educational account with political topics and their impact for Belarusian culture and social life. So problems which we faced when we think about this project is that young Belarusian people lack of understanding in political topics, how it influenced on their life, and also how it works in Belarusian reality and society. And we made a solution to create YouTube and TikTok channel with short video format on political topics without heavy lecture style, which written simple language and using real historical examples. So our target audience is young people since 15 until 33 because it's the most audience which used TikTok and YouTube Shorts, and also potential our auditory majority is more than 1.5 million people in Belarus because it's these ages. Also market analysis, which we did, we find 3 competitors, and with my personal respect, just for 2 of them is YouTube channel Strana для жизни. They do overview of a news, but it's somehow dry and without some dynamical framing. The next one is Best Life channel. It's also overview of events and news in Belarus, and the worst which could be, it's watching propaganda because it's just mind-killed and killed critical thinking of people. Also strategy which we would to follow, it's the one strategy for TikTok and YouTube channel is to make educational content, then a regular posting using tags and choosing effective and track and analysis statistic. Also, we see risks and choose a few mitigation strategies for them. The first risk is an ability to attract enough people, and for mitigate this, we would to follow next strategy to communicate with our audience throughout comments, SEO optimization, keywords and text, so bright first pictures, collaborations, posting in our personal social networks, also participate in webinars and online events. And the next risk which we see, it's to being being recognized as extremist. And for mitigate this, we would to follow next strategy, mitigate strategy, keep abreast of changes in Belarus, to moderate censorship, and to be careful with screenplay what we would to say. And our dream team from 6 people. First, it's me, Alina. I'm a project manager. And the second one is Igor. He is our political master, who would to open mysterious of politic processes throughout his personal and professional knowledge, because he worked in this almost 20 years. The next one is Vanya. He is our presenter, very nice guy. He is chef, coder, and would to do a very funny stories. The next one is Nikita. He is our coder wizard, our content manager. The next one is Tommy. He's magician in our screenplay. He is our operator. A master of framing, colorizing, and load optimization. And the last one, Valentin, he's a nice guy, super administrator in a hotel, a wizard at communication with people, and our content consultant. So the next one and the last is our financial plan. We see our expense is marketing for TikTok and YouTube, and how I count it. It's for TikTok near 72 euros in month, and oh, okay. Thank you. And additionally, you can see this on our screen. So, but what we need, it's technical support, market for social networks, and also rent of equipment. But we're planning to do this project non-commercial. That's why we would to seek financial from you for Belarus Nordic Council. Also receive support from Belarusian business, using donation system, for example, Buy Me a Coffee, and also using crowdfunding platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So much thank you for your time and attention. Here you can see my contact. Thank you. Okay.
Would video production be based in Belarus or in Lithuania only?
The most of our team in Lithuania. That's why we start from physically shooting in Lithuania, and also part of our team in Poland.
So, do you know about the TikTok algorithm? So, which basically works like if you create a channel in Lithuania, it would be probably boosted in FYP in Lithuania only, not in Belarus. So, how would you create a channel in Belarus if you don't have anyone right there to, land on the Belarusian FYP page on TikTok?
It's a good question, but how I know also about TikTok algorithm? Firstly, yes, we create it in Lithuania, and it will be recommended to people in Lithuania, but a lot of Belarusians live in Lithuania and they move in Belarus, and they also still watching TikTok, and that's why this algorithm will work in Belarus. I know this is some maybe tricky strategy, but still it can work.
Okay, thank you.
Why the youth will watch you?
Why?
Yeah.
That's why how I know and how I see, for example, from my interest, it's a necessary information, because soon will be elections in Belarus, and it's a good time to start to know more about politics and how it influences on life. Just because, yes, people, they grow, they start to think about their life, whom and how they will build it and where. That's why knowledge about politics, how I think, and also my team, it's important and necessary.
Okay, and in terms of sustainability, you only have donations and some grants?
Now, no, we just start. We start to write screenplay, and I think on this weekend we will start shooting.
Okay.
More questions? Excuse me. One more quick question then. In terms of equipment rental, things like that, there are plenty of media hubs that have already been set up. Why not use existing equipment that has already been purchased?
Oh, that's nice, but I just don't know yet about this possibility. I know just about renting equipment and to find it.
Okay. Lots of things to look into, because there seems like there are lots of resources that are already available
For
developing.
example, which resources?
Well, these are things that we can discuss probably
Okay,
after the presentation. Yeah.
I think so.
Mhm.
Thank you. No more. Thank you. Have a good evening.
And I would like to invite Oksana and the Living Chessboard team.
Have you ever thought of playing chess like in a Harry Potter movie? Okay, we will exclude violence, but what we add? You can choose any figure and you can influence the decision. And we add audience that votes for the next step. This project may be loved by mixed reality theater amateurs who want to be engaged in a plot and in a final decision, may be loved by gamers loving team activities who would like to be engaged in a mixed reality game, and by game fans who need to have an adrenaline-driven visual emotion. That means we have two types of customers, B2C, like theaters and educational institutions, first are looking for new ways of engaging spectators, and the second are looking for a tool to educate students or pupils, strategy, teamwork, or maybe cultural issues. And what about B2B? You see, it's team games fans, it's old school chess fans, and digital nomads. They are looking for a new emotional experience and new technological experience. During the sprint, we have done a research. This is an age portrait of potential customers and employment status. The good piece of news is that majority of them have left an email for us, and they accepted receiving cultural suggestions in their city. The bad news, there are a lot of cities. That means a lot of work for cultural manager, but still we will create a trust for our expertise, and we will hit them as customers. We have competitors, I would say general competitors, companies that take away a time and attention from our customers. It's cinema, traditional sport championship, bar, Netflix, and so on. But why we are much better? Because we combine all the best from all activities. Our product offers emotions, both visual and mental. A person can make friends, can train a brain, and can try new technology. So we transform classical chess in a performance, and our USP is that chess become a collective game for a theater where you can you as a figure and you as a spectator can influence a decision and the final result. It's time to discuss numbers. So the European market is expected to be 1 billion euros, and what we can certainly pretend for is 10 million euros. In future, we can have different directions, like deepen in classical theaters, have some collaboration or another form of work with digital theaters, VR television, and esports. How can we monetize our project? It's quite traditionally by selling tickets, by having commercial partnership with brands, by selling merchandise, and in the future by selling media rights. Our revenue goals, you see, we expect having from 1 to 5 million in the first 3 years and engage more spectators and more participants, up to a couple of thousand. And what we have now, we have first customers, we have a result of a survey, and we have a core team. For next 6 months, we expect to have a prototype and to try it with real actors, just to test our idea in real life. In 1 year, we expect to have a couple of partnership and try our MVP with real partners and to show it to real people. And in 3 years, we probably will be developing different directions. And here we are, we're three, Azat Hidarov, the author of the idea, social science researcher, Firangis Aslanova, data scientist, and me, Oksana, communication manager. And it's me who will thank you for your attention and for your interest in our project.
Did you try your game in mobile version on website? How it works in real life?
There is no ready game. It is on the stage of the idea and on a testing the idea on customers and on a gathering customers.
How long? Thank you. How long the typical game will last? I mean, is it a fast checkmate? So, what are these exactly? And do you have any experience of testing this sort of performance somewhere? And what were the results?
You know, we're optimists, and we expect to have up to 2 hours. Because it's impossible to have a whole day or something.
Yeah, but you've mentioned Harry Potter. It took I don't know, 5 minutes. There were fast chesses.
Everything is possible, but we think about hour or an hour and 30 minutes.
I see. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I would like to invite Hanna and her platform for filmmakers, so please come here.
Hello everybody. I'm glad to be here and to present my presentation. It will be platform for filmmakers. As I see, it's a great opportunity to find friends, to create awesome content together and promote Belarusian brand in international market. Because we have a huge potential and our story actually untold, not visible. And that's why we need to because we also have the absence of structured film industry, and it's of course obvious, limited resources and support for filmmakers, unfortunately, and the community is disconnected, a missing network for collaborating and skill exchanges, and financial roadblocks, scarcity of funding and promotional avenues for film projects, and unexplored genres. It's focused on some specific narrow genres. Our audience, it will be divided for young Belarusian filmmakers, professional filmmakers, and international companies, collaboration between European and non-European film industries, sales companies, access to European industry. And next slide. Yeah. Next, I would like to tell about market analysis. And so, okay. Should wait. So market. So for market, I was previous one. This one doesn't upload. I would say about that. Specifically market for Russian-speaking audience during my analysis, and also have like need to promote Belarusian brand abroad. We have a huge potential. Also, and we need to. It's actually can be a huge hub for Belarusian filmmakers, and we we can connect, learn, and grow together. It's like cultural improvement, diversity, and different range of film genres and stories, and also possibility to have some donations, EU grants, and business support for sustainable financial model. It relies also support of Belarusian business support. No, yes. Subscription also includes in this. Yes. I know them. Yeah. Like I communicated with different independent film experts in this field. Asked. It's different that it can be interactive between users. So all time when you're young filmmakers or professional, if you're young, you can be taught by professional as you don't have enough sometimes mentors. As professionals, it's also new opportunities to find potential market for promotion your films industry, as we have like lack of producers in general, how to promote and find money for our films. And some of them needs ideas to create movies. So it's also like a great engine to communicate and collaborate for better understanding what kind of products we can suggest to international market. Okay, so yes, as we will be funded. One of them is play a role donation supporting the platform, European support of cultural projects, and collaboration with Belarusian business mutual growth. And so how we will be also had some possibilities and bring platform to the market. We also will have social media marketing, engaging content and example videos to attract users. And we'll collaborate, of course, with film schools and local filmmakers. And for projects, from the beginning, we need designer, project manager, and programmer. And yes, it's just general a sum of money which can be need for the first time. It's staff salary, hiring a small team, and content creation. As all time we need to fill the our website, social networks, YouTube channel. And of course we need to have marketing and make promotional materials. And use websites to need to have hosting for websites. Yes. And thank you for your attention.
If this platform, you said this is going to be a Russian language resource, yes?
I thought that it could be better will be in English, but also possibility to switch in Russian and Belarusian better.
Then if it's in English, right?
It's for if international collaboration, yes, English.
So the market wouldn't necessarily be just Belarusian filmmakers. I mean, this could be anyone, right?
Yes, it will be good, but our target audience and all potential should be concentrating on Belarusian people.
How do you limit it if it's I mean, I'm thinking about how you target the resource, right? If it's something that's open to anybody for collaboration.
Yeah, it's open, but for example, it's can be different levels of communication and support. Like we will pay more attention if it's products which is produced mostly by Belarusian people, but together with a collaboration with international film industry companies. So like this. Thanks.
Hello. When you say that you plan to promote Belarusian brand, what do you mean?
I mean that we're producing different kind of video materials. We should try to not forget and pay attention on Belarusian topics. I mean Belarusian history, cultural, and all time try somehow to invest how we can create such kind of materials connected to our culture. Like it can be international interests. At the same time, it can be also includes some Belarusian topic inside, some small story about Belarusian history or interesting occasion, interesting history. Yes.
What type of content would you post on social media?
In social media, it will be depends on social media. If it's like Instagram, TikTok, it will be of course small. Video, just like trailer of the movie, and if it's on YouTube, we can have a possibility to post some videos which can be allowed to be posted, not for subscription.
Got it. Would you post maybe edutainment type of videos, like telling general public about Belarusian filmmaking?
Like you mean political one? Or
No. Edutainment, when you combine, education and entertainment.
Yeah, all kind of possible. Yes,
Okay.
all kind of content.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What kind of films you looking for? It's all kind of films, short films.
Most of all, we are developing more in documentaries, and for this reason it's easier and more cheaper to find sources, but at the same time we would like to concentrate and to pay attention on future films and in general historical, which can be, for which we need to find much more money, but we will try.
Okay, and if you want to approach a business and ask them to give you your money, what do you say them? I mean, how do you make them wanting to invest in your project? Because this is a business. I mean, in a film, in a business, you will promise them that they will go to Cannes or, I don't know, to where? How this?
Yeah, of course, we will create some events and promotional events going to different markets, international and film industry, and we will show our products, and we will collaborate with different partners, with distributors, to see in which position should we move to find a better solution. And of course we will try, like, in this position to work in general, and for this reason we will just try to attract subscribers, people who can want to be involved in the project, and businesses who can support somehow, even with small donation, as I think we should start from somehow, because this kind of industry, it's unpaid attention at all, I think. So, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would like to invite Jeffrey Taylor for the final pitching for tonight, but please stay here. I will tell more about our agenda. So yeah, please applause. Let's cheer up.
Thank you for having us to speak about our product, CreateCulture, which is a platform for crowdsourced art criticism. And why? In order to make a more fair art market. Let me explain our project. First of all, CreateCulture is going to be a web and mobile platform that will essentially function, let's call it maybe like a Yelp for the art world, which can disrupt the established New York-centric taste-making paradigm. CreateCulture will allow anyone to register as a critic and to review art both on a qualitative and a quantitative of plus-minus rating system. And the platform will allow underserved and under-recognized markets, artists, galleries to finally have their tool which they can break into the art elite who have been ignoring them for far too long. The problem to be solved, very simply, there is a critical absence in the taste-making function. And what I mean by that are reviews. In the United States, there were 6,000 art reviews written in the year for the entire country. Most of those reviews are covering New York-centric galleries, and only those who can afford to pay the $3,000 or $4,000 for the full-page monthly advertisement, which very few can. Most of the dailies now, like the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, have basically ceased publishing reviews at all, and only a few online platforms like Hyperallergic or here in Lithuania, Art News, actually publish any reviews at all. What that really means is a working artist today, 0.001% of them have any chance of having a review written about them in their lifetime. That is how difficult it is to get any critical attention in the taste-making function. What we propose, our solution, a social network for crowdsourced criticism, a platform that will allow the underserved art markets and galleries, the artists, to have a tool to combat the art elite, and particularly will allow them to be reviewed by our critics, who will essentially be self-registered and will write art reviews. And this will allow them, especially as the critics write more and more reviews, they can increase gravitas and importance as reviewers, which will then carry more weight within our rating systems. Here are the key advantages we're proposing in our platform. First of all, it's going to increase visibility to those who feel that they are being unrecognized, allow them to showcase their portfolios, their biography, their unique styles, and to make themselves available to collectors. They will be able to engage in a social network of reviewing systems that will allow for collectors and art enthusiasts to know about what's coming up and what is happening. But here's what's really important from our value proposition. It is going to be our data-driven recommendations, which will be provided to our premium subscribers. And these will be produced first through APIs of social media mentions, both on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and others that will allow us to immediately accumulate data, but ultimately will be superseded by the data produced by our own critics. And this will allow us to use artificial intelligence enhanced valuation systems to determine who are, and to use a scientific term we are using a lot now, the weak signal, to define that emerging little sound off in the distance that says this is the emerging trend. This is the artist who's going to be hot. And that is going to be what we're going to be using, our weak signal data system, which will then allow our advisors to construct curated collections for collectors who are looking for something worthy of investment and artists who are on their direction to canonical status. Here's a visualization of how our platform will look, with both focus on art reviews, exhibitions. Did we just enter? Pause. Pause. Dramatic pause. AI-driven recommendations to our collectors. Here's more of our ideas about how we use engagement and building partnerships throughout our social network of art critiquing. Finally, here are our market analysis of similar products. This derived from the desire to say, look, there are these other aggregators of taste in other cultural fields, whether it's Yelp in food, Vinovia in wine, TripAdvisor in tourist attractions, and Rotten Tomatoes in movies. All of them are using these aggregation systems. And we thought, why hasn't this been done in art? And that's exactly what we're proposing to do. So we know that online sales have grown almost exponentially in the last 10 years, and so this shows us this is an opportunity for real growth within the art sales system, especially if we can provide the critical taste-making function that will guide those sales. Our offer to investors is simply that we are promising a profitable revenue stream, both based on a B2B and a B2C models that will provide the revenue that will make this actually a profitable venture, and something that ultimately can be extremely valuable to all of these people who feel that they are not being well served by the art market today. The artists, the galleries, and the collectors would all benefit from our product, as would our investors. So with that, I conclude my presentation.
Thank you for the presentation. Will your platform be self-registration for artists, or you will select pieces of art as a team? The same about critics. Will you select them, or they will proclaimed critics? And third question: what kind of data-driven trend prediction mechanism you have, if any? Yeah. And first question: do you have any technical people on your team?
Oh, yeah, we do. This is our team right here. So that's me. Vadim is our project manager. To answer your questions, self-registration will be available both for artists and for the critics. The critics especially, we need them to self-register, and then we will, based on their usage and their achievements, elevate their status. The artists can be self-registered, or we can literally register them ourselves because the critic has chosen to write about them. As far as our data modeling, we're I don't want to say we have the model right now. We're developing it right now. The weak signals that are in the existing social media, and we're going to be developing it more as we develop our own data from our own critics.
This only pertains to visual art at this point, right? So
yes, it does. But I would say, I didn't have time to mention this, we have a sort of alternative side project which we believe this would work really well for a field that's also under-reviewed, which is live performances of music. Because recorded music is much reviewed, but everyone knows that all the money is being made in the music business today through live performances. So what really is good to know is who puts on a good live show. And so one of the sort of side projects we've imagined once this gets going is to adapt the same principle to reviewing live performances by live musical acts.
And anybody can be a critic, right?
Anyone can register as a critic, yes they can.
And that process is not reviewed.
We would
say by the team.
We would have community standards that, first of all, no ad hominem attacks. You can't attack the artist. You can say the art isn't good, but you can't attack the person. So we are going to have these community standards by which the artists, and then we also have going to have, as I said, other community standards by which we review the reviewers after they've started writing, so that we can understand if they're actually a troll or whether they're somebody worthy of the status. And those who would show, let's say, anti-community standards, they're going to be selectively pushed down or pushed out.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, in order to review, you need a much larger team of people who are actually reviewing the reviewers, yes?
There is going to need to be like a community standards team, yes. Right. But we are going to also be using, as much as possible, artificial intelligence to review the reviews so that it will help us understand who might be the trolls out there and spot them as a first line of defense.
One sentence on sustainability. How do you plan to have it?
How do we plan on sustainability?
Mm-hmm.
As a sustainable goal, what we're trying to do is create a more efficient art world. And what that would mean from, let's say, an environmental sustainability perspective would mean that more art is sold more efficiently, and ultimately that actually can reduce carbon footprint significantly. So if we can help people to find their art faster without as much moving it around, that already is, let's say, a sustainable goal from our perspective. Do you mean that kind of sustainability, or how do we mean to sustain this as a business? I want to be clear about your...
Definitely as a business, that's for sure.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want I thought maybe I was reading you wrong. As a sustainability as a business, first of all, our first line of business revenue is going to be the advertising services that we're going to do. Also, that's why we're going to start producing data immediately using the APIs to create already a data service that's worth selling pretty soon, within less than a year.
Selling where? Worldwide.
We're every market that we're going to approach, and our expansion plan was first using Vilnius and Lithuania as a beta to test it, but then immediately we would be going to New York, which would be the most important market, and then moving from there to markets, but regionally, because art markets are regional.
Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, get ready to be inspired by our keynote speaker, Aliaksandr Kuushynau. He will start in 5 minutes, okay? Thank you so much. Stay tuned. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Tatiana. So we had some technical issues with my presentation, but I do hope that you'll get something from my speech. And I should say that I was really impressed by what I've seen tonight. There were a lot of really creative ideas, a lot of new people I've met who shared, who inspired me a lot. And there's something that I would definitely be willing to use in future, steps within our company. Oh my gosh, that's a difficult clicker. So today I'm not giving any pitch. I'm just here to for you to spend this time in calm and relaxed atmosphere while we are waiting for the jury to make their decision, and for you not to be smoking that much. So please stay here and don't smoke. So it's healthy, it's Europe, and it's everything. So my name is Aliaksandr Kuushynau, and I'm representing here a company named Gurtam. Gurtam is a Belarusian company which was founded in Belarus over than 20 years ago. Right now we are here in Lithuania. I'm with Gurtam for more than 15 years already. And in that presentation, I would share with you our approach to running business, our way how we use creative ideas, and some provoking steps that we make to run business in a way we do like it. Because we, as some of you maybe, we never got any financial support, we never pitched enough, and not a single VC or capitalist or those banks, no one ever supported us. So we had to run as a bootstrapping company, and we did reach success, and that's the story I will share with you. And I should also say that we are, in a difference with most of you, we are not in a creative industry, but we do, and I personally do my best to to put some more creativity in our daily business, to put some more creativity in what we do in IT sphere. So, and why we do that creativity is because behind every business, behind every startup, there is a need, and there is that creative approach. So we had that creative situation, and the question I wanted to ask you is, or if we have someone who's originally not from Belarus around here. I saw some guys who were definitely not from Belarus, and you're not that definitely from Belarus, but you are. Do you know what's happening here? You do know? What's happening here? No. What's happening in that slide is not pitching. It's definitely not pitching. Yeah. On that slide, what that guy is doing? But you are from Belarus. That doesn't count. Same. They say Belarus, Ukraine, it's all the same, in Russia especially. It's a bad joke. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, really, the guy is stealing fuel because he's trying to, suck it out from the tank and put it into that small plastic containers. So that was the initial problem that many fleets, especially in post-Soviet countries in Eastern Europe, faced. That drivers were stealing fuel because they were not probably getting enough money, and they were doing like this. Though some business owners wanted to keep control of what's happening with their fleets, and that's how the idea of Gurtam's business came into place, because there is a possibility to check what is happening with your vehicle, even if it's miles away from your office. And here we were supposed to see a video from YouTube which would explain our business model in a bit more constructive way, but I should not move, because we are. Hi, online people. Sorry for moving that much. I should stand here, but I don't have the paper. People were having papers or phones, but I don't have paper. I will stand like this. So sorry. Okay, so Today, Gurtam is a pretty big business actually, which has more than 4 million vehicles connected all over the world. And I mean, 4 million vehicles says nothing to you, but by that number, Gurtam, original Belarusian company, is the global leader in terms of number of vehicles connected to its platform. And currently, we are working in 150 countries all over the globe, and we work there as a software provider. So in each of those countries, there are smaller companies who use our platform to provide fleet management and fleet digitalization services. And currently, it's like hundreds of thousands projects, hundreds of thousands fleets that were optimized thanks and due to our platform. Currently, we have 300-something team members, and we are in top 5 of the companies from Belarusian origin based on the amount of tax paid to Lithuanian, not Belarusian budget. And also we are there in terms of the amount of average salaries paid to its employees. So we are doing clean and transparent business, as well as what we are promoting to our service providers, our partners all over the globe. Just for you to understand the scope of the business, it is really big, and in terms of like size of the business, it's on the same level with many other companies of Belarusian region, whom you probably know better than Gurtam, like Wargaming, Flow, and some others. So. But as I've said, initially, we said we actually never tried to raise any funds from the very, very beginning. It was a family-owned company, and each capitalists or some other financial institution. So for sure, first of all, if you're a company and you're a bootstrapping company, then you keep total control and independence over your business. It's always good, especially in high-tech startups, when you get some funds, but always with the funds you are giving away some shares, some parts of your company. And sometimes it happens that till the time that company reaches certain level, the founders, original founders of that company would have just a tiny part of it. It's like what happened with Uber. You know, the guy who founded Uber initially, he was kicked out of that business some 5 years ago, and he's even not in the board of that company anymore. And but I mean, he was the one who founded, but he went through Series A, Series B. He got a lot of capital, but eventually, I mean, Uber is not his company. And if you run company by your means, then you keep control and you're independent in what you do. And it is very important in our sense, you know, to run business in a way that we do like it and we do enjoy it. For sure, I mean, all the profits, be it positive or negative, you keep for yourself, right? You don't have to share it with other companies, with other banks, institutions who were taking a part of your company. For sure, you also have your own focused vision. It's always happening that with the investors, you have more and more ideas, but you also have someone else's vision of how you should run the company you started. It's not always money. It's not only money. It can be advices. Advices can be, you know, something that you really need, or advisors that will push you somewhere that you don't want to go. But if you started that idea and you believe in that idea, and you have enough, you know, power, stamina, energy to run it by yourself, then maybe with your focused vision you can reach better results. For sure, it's financial discipline. When you are getting zillions from VCs, you can start, you know, throwing money away, buying a lot of advertising, doing anything you want. But if you're running business on your own means, then you really count those money. Yeah, you really understand that each dollar, each $10, every $10 you put into marketing, you have to get something from it, right? It's your own money that you invest. So that's also a very important moment of like running a company on your own means comparing to running a company on someone else other's money if you've got it. yeah, and that's something that very important thing, like why many of you probably haven't heard about Gurtam, and why Kirill is here or not, he's probably not, why like Tudbai never wrote about us till the time I've got to with my bag, but that's another story. So there is, you know, that, sorry it's in Russian, but I'll explain. There is that, you know, Belarusian dream, it says here, to create Masquerade or any other, you know, startup, to sell it to Facebook and go to London. And that's a part of, you know, Belarusian IT technological startup dream. And that's a quotation from my ex-co-worker from Atlantem, Grigory Baranovsky. So it doesn't say it's good or bad, but that's how it is. Somehow it works in Belarus that people create startups only with a vision to not to run it for years, for decades, yeah, but just to sell it fast and get rid of this. But that's what differs Gurtam from many of other companies of Belarusian origin. That company was started and it is still run as a family-owned business again, and not with the vision of selling it to someone else. And the question is, if Gurtam would be sold, and you know, you see covered here, there are two examples from our business sphere, our competitors that were sold through or sold to other companies. So like maybe some of you heard that Yandex was quite recently sold back to Russians from a Dutch company, and Yandex was sold for 5 billion, I believe, right? So the question is, and we have a special prize for the one who answers correctly that question. Like I've showed to you that at Gurtam we totally have around like 4 million connected vehicles. So the question is, for what amount the companies who had like 1 million connected vehicles were sold in like 2019 and 2016. What amount of money were paid for the companies that were much smaller than Gurtam right now? What amount of money did someone pay for those companies? Someone is calling with the right answer, but I would decline. Maybe we have an idea. How much did... 10 millions. Okay. There were a presentation about arts just before mine, yeah? So 10 millions. More? 2 billion. Any more ideas? 500 million. In money, it's not. It's not mine. It's already happened. You see here, and there are two screenshots from like Bloomberg and Reuters that companies from our market, they were already sold. So, and we were actually really close to correct answers. That one of the company of the same market, like Fleetmatics, that had less than 1 million connected vehicles, was sold in 2016 for 2.4 billion. So the lady over there, it's not lady, it was you joined our presentation just now, yeah. It was sold for 2.4 billion USD. And another company with just 500,000 connected vehicles was sold for like, what was like 1 billion, right? So like, I just can imagine if Gurtam was ever to be sold to someone, like it would probably be the biggest deal in the history of Belarusian IT, I suppose. But we never thought of going this way, and we always declined any offerings. Actually, I mean, we are getting a lot of those incoming propositions, emails and stuff, but I mean, we have our head of technical support here, and Natalia is always complaining that she has to put all those letters into spam folder. So we are never even getting into the communication about, you know, how much would you pay for Gurtam? I mean, it's not for sale. And that is the approach, and that approach gives us a possibility to run business the way we want. Like if you have founders, if you have investors and VC people, they would tell you, okay, you need to run quicker, you need to reach 2x, 3x something, 6x something results next year, and you have to boost your speed. Like when we are running business the way we want to, we can do some, not business-wise, but like decisions that you just believe to be right. It was the decision that happened like 2 years ago when we had we just decided to quit Russian market, not because there were sanctions, not because someone pressured us, not because those Lithuanian kuklavods or someone made us do this. It was just the decision of the co-founders that we thought, okay, we had like 1 million connected vehicles in Russia, but at that time, and we thought, okay, but still, we think that what's happening there in March 2022 is not right. How we can affect this situation? Okay, we just closed our office in Moscow. We fired people who were working there. We decided to stop any direct contracts with our Russian partners who were using our platform. So, and for sure, that decision was very hard in terms of business, in terms of money we earned. But when you are you're not reporting to someone else, somewhere there in America, in UK or anywhere else, when you're just working the way you want to and you're enjoying the way you do, you can take those decisions much easier. Yeah, and it's not always about the money, it's always about the values that you have when you're running your business. And that's another example of how we were running business when we were, still working in Belarus. That's the picture from our last partner conference that happened in 2019. And so our business, we had 4 million vehicles connected, and the business concept is that we have partners in 150 countries of the world. Just imagine people from, I don't know, businessmen from be it Zimbabwe, Australia or New Zealand or any other country. When you want to start a business in fleet management, you start Googling, okay, I need a GPS tracking service platform or something like this. And you have multiple options. We are not the only company in that business. For sure, there are competitors. But how that guy from be it Zimbabwe or Australia would end up at our website, and when he opens that website, he would read that company is from Belarus. I mean, it would be much easier for us to call ourselves, UK-based company, as many Belarusian startups are doing, or call ourselves, US-based company, or something like this. We do have office in Dubai, we do have office in Boston, and few more countries like Argentina and others. But we always said to every partner of ours that we are a Belarusian-based company till the time we left Belarus, for sure. But while we were in Belarus, we said to everyone that we are a Belarusian-based company. And we had our partner conferences there in Belarus. We invited all the partners. Here you see guys from 60+ countries that came to Minsk just for networking event, just to share experience and just to know how the technology evolves in that sphere, in that very sphere. So that question would be and we have another that pack with some special gifts for the one who answers correctly. How many people are there in that picture? 300. Good guess. 350? Less, more? 200. Actually, I would say that people from Belarus should have that ability to count the number of people on the pictures better than others. So that is the space where Belarusians should be answering better than Ukrainians, but the correct answer is 500 something. Actually, it's 600 people here, so I would count your answer of 500 as the correct one. Yeah, so it's really 600 people from different countries who came to Belarus just to know us personally, just to know about our technology, and for sure we showed the country, the capital, and everything, and part of our culture. Agata, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, I sure you want to keep it for you yourself, but please share it with the lady from Ukraine who gets the number of people on this slide correctly. So we are probably not short of time, so I should say that it's not always only about how we do things in our own way, but it's also about the technology and innovative business models that we used back there like 15 years ago something when we started that product. So we were at that time, 15 years ago, we were the first company on that market to offer software as web-based. Like if someone of you were using computer at that time, probably you had to download each piece of software. Like you had to download Photoshop, you had to download CorelDRAW, you had to download any other application, and which would be like 600 megabytes something. Same happened with you had to download Word and Excel for sure, and there were no Google spreadsheets at that time. But we were the first ones to introduce web-based platform for fleet management. Second, we were the first ones on that market to offer that platform as a software as a service, not as one-time payment model, but in a monthly payment mode. And at that time, we did not even know the term of software as a service. Only afterwards, we found that, okay, there is the term. But we thought that, okay, getting big payments for the software is pretty hard, so we should start with monthly payments. And that model worked, and that helped us to reach the global leadership in that market. So it also was very different for that time when we started to be pure software house, not to offer any hardware, any installation, any project something, but just to stay with software only and find other companies who would be working on that same market to provide software, to provide hardware, to provide connectivity, to provide other components of the system that any fleet needs to control its fleet. It's also, at that time, there were no term of IoT. Probably you heard, every one of you heard of IoT, Internet of Things, but these days it's mostly associated with, those smart microwaves or smart fridges that would order food for you when you run out of food. But connected vehicles is a definite part of IoT. It appeared much earlier than connected fridges and connected microwaves, which are still not here. And it's also a very tough decision not to run for projects. Like we had a lot of companies with huge fleets, like hundreds of thousands, coming to us and asking us, can we develop a special product for them because they can pay a few millions to us, but that should be their own proprietary piece of software. We said, sorry, no, we are developing a huge global platform, and we believe that a lot of customers, a lot of service providers all over the globe should benefit from it, and not just one single company. And all those, approaches, all those ideas, I think you can also, use and have when you're starting your own business here. You're coming with your business ideas and starting to do something new. And that's one of the technologies, I'm telling a lot about how we run business, but that's just for you to understand one of the technologies we have that companies are benefiting from today. So there are those AI-enabled cameras that are installed in the dash cams of the vehicles, and those cameras can recognize when the driver is not just stealing the fuel, but those cameras can recognize when the driver is smoking, distracting, using the phone, or just falling asleep. And at that very moment, those devices can send signals to our platform, and they also can, inform the driver with the buzzer or some other signals that he's doing something wrong, or he has a higher chance of getting into a traffic accident. And those technologies, they are, really saving a lot of lives each day and each year. And in the terms of, 4 million vehicles connected to our platforms, it's we can count of it's really hundreds of lives saved due to the technologies that we have these days. But it is not always easy to run this business. At every time of the year. In this map, you can see how the world turned red for us when COVID started. So the green was a normal situation that we had at the beginning of 2020, but then the traffic. Probably you remember those times that that in many countries it was forbidden to get in the car and run the car if you don't have a special permission. So what we seen is that in many countries the mileage of cars, mileage of vehicles dropped by 70 or even 80%. We are running out of time, not yet. Okay, 5 more minutes. We have to entertain you, and then be ready with your the results of the jury. So, I mean, that situation was really serious for us because before that, at every presentation, I've told to our partners, to everyone that, I mean, we are having business in 150 countries, and not a single revolution, war, or something can affect our global presence. But when COVID struck, I mean, it affected all the globe. So for a few months, we were kind of uncertain of what would happen next, and what should we do with our partners to keep them engaged, to keep them in the business. It was really the shaky situation, but what we did during that time when traffic dropped dramatically, we said, okay guys, use that time to learn extra technologies, use that time to pass the certification with our product, use that time to join our webinars and join some common group activities online. So yeah, and it kept our partners busy, and it kept our partners not thinking of like how should we, how would we sustain, how would our business run further. And luckily, after that's happening in April, it's all red, you see, but till June, it changed a little bit, and there were a lot of new business opportunities that we used. Probably you've also noticed that there were a lot of new delivery services, like food deliveries and product deliveries and groceries that started providing everything online appeared. And we also were the ones to provide that technology to many companies all over the globe. So yeah, and a few more slides about the creativity all around us. If we still have time for this, while the esteemed jury is not here, the video is not yet working, but yeah, that's how we are presenting ourselves. Again, being a Belarusian-based company is not that easy on a global market. Companies who want to buy that product might not really understand where you're coming from. Are you real or not? Are you start up with 5 people, or maybe you're a bigger company? So for us, it was always a question of being physically present and having a chance to physically meet our partners. That's why we are participating in many global trade shows, events. And that's a picture of one of the recent events at, I believe, Dubai. It was GITEX 2023. So, but that's how our booth looks these days, and that's how our booth looked. That's a picture from MWCA in Las Vegas, I think 2019. And it was only, like how we transformed from that type of booth to this one. It just happened, not by design or initial, idea. It's happened because when we started booking our booth for the next year, the organizers told that our place is already taken, so we cannot have the same sport, and there were no good spots nearby, and the option was, I think, somewhere near the toilet, even though the toilet is always a good place for exhibition, because like everyone goes to the toilet. But still, we didn't want that place, and the only option for us was to take a bigger booth at the middle of the hall. But for sure, we were not able to afford that place for ourselves. So we thought, okay, but we are Wialon, we are the platform. There are hardware providers, there are software connectivity providers, there are service providers who are using our technology. So we proved our place as the central player in that ecosystem, and we said, you see, there are small booth of companies who are joining us, like Technoton, like UA, Escort, and others. So we said, okay, we will book a central sport, and our partners can join us there and be in the middle of the huge exhibition. And that's how, with that creative approach, we were able to prove our place as the core of that fleet management and telematics business. While okay, and that's a slide, another slide. Those guys, those lucky ones who got that our gifts had that rubber duck as one of our souvenirs, and that's how we came up with an idea of that souvenir. Do we have a few more minutes, or rather not? Okay. I'll tell it to someone later if we'll have time after my presentation. So what I want to end up here, we had a few more slides about the challenge and everything. Where we can meet further. One more thing is like, you think that Gurtam is a good company now? I do think so, yeah. But it's not so. Like tomorrow we are having our event, which is called F Night, because probably my colleagues from HR department are not that, how should I say this? Humble enough, or too humble to say that it's a fuck-up night event, and we do make a lot of mistakes, we do make a lot of fuck-ups, and tomorrow there'll be like 10 speeches from my colleagues who would tell about the fuck-ups that we faced during creation of the product, during our marketing support and other activities. And there are still places to join the event. You can scan that QR code or go to our Instagram and join our event tomorrow, somewhere in the vicinity. So yeah, and that was basically it. So what I want to tell you finally is that you should do believe with all those creative ideas that you have today. You should definitely believe in your path. You should, move forward, use all your creativity, use all your imagination and ideas, not to give up, even if you don't get the support from the jury today. Like, don't give up on your ideas and move forward, use any opportunity possible, and
thank you so much. We were ready to listen to you for more time. So yeah, finally, the most important part of the event. So please, everyone come here, and I invite our jury take their seats. I hope that all the teams are here now. And of course, I would like to invite here to this stage, and of course you applause, Team Uncasual, please come here. Team Vola Media, hey, we are waiting for you. TechSculpt IT, Alina Lifestyler, The Living Chessboard, HANA, platform for filmmakers, and the team Created. Yeah, come here, all of you. So yeah, these 2 weeks was quite intense. So once again, please, I need to listen your applause and your cheer up with these beautiful people. We have a diploma for you, at least. So yeah, please, you continue. Hey! Of course, I know you're all tired, and soon we will have networking, wine, starters, DJ Alina Shu, and everything. So yeah, please, applause. And we have the diploma. And now I'm ready. Woo, Mazel Tov. And now I'm ready to hand over the mic to our jury, who will reveal the results and also will announce special prizes. So I think we will start with Abba, right? Serge Naurodsky, Abba, our special partner.
I don't know if I should face you or you. We at ABBA, we need a little bit more time to think who will be the special prize winner. But I can tell for sure that this will be somebody or a project from the media way. It means it should be Vola or freestyler or filmmaker. It also goes into this criteria for us for media. So one of you guys will be the special prize. But I need a little bit of more time to consult with my colleagues, and we'll come back to you later. Okay? Yeah, I'm considering 3, but there will be one. Only one in this.
Thank you, Abba. And I want to invite Galina, who represent Godel Technologies.
Thank you, guys. I'm really happy for you because you are really on so exciting journey, and I wish you whatever the results will be, but just to continue doing what you're doing. I was in your place, and I know how are you feeling now. And I wish you good luck in your future ideas and realizations of them. And from the Godel, we decided that the first place, just for Godel, not for this evening, but will go to Strategy DC. This is a small present, but for each team member. Yeah, I wish you good luck, but please try to think a bit wider. Your idea is really good, but I wish to work with some business people because you could transform it and work on your presentation, please.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Galina. And I would like to invite Kevin. Kevin, please. American Council. Yeah, special prize from American Councils.
I think we're in a similar position with, we stand with ABBA, in that we're going to hold off depending on who it is that you award to. But I've already got an idea. I do, and I will be in touch by email with the winning team.
Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, it's quite a difficult choice, you see. And I would like to invite Lisa, right? Who is going to announce the results? Okay, so Serge and Lisa, please, and you applause and cheer up our beautiful jury and teams and everyone.
Thank you everyone for your presentations. We really enjoyed this evening. So without further ado, let us announce the third place for today's contest. Thank you so much, guys, for sparked, inner creativity even in us, and bringing back nice teenage memories. So the third place goes to?
The third place goes to Living Chessboard. Woo! Congrats.
Congrats. Thank you so much. So since we couldn't decide what project is actually, like best of the best, so we decided to have like two third places, which means like the second, third place goes to, equally creative and equally entertaining project, which is
and equally culturally great. So the second, third place goes to Tech Sculpt.
Congratulations, thank you so much. So the second place actually goes to the project which is very, sustainable in terms of sustainable fashion and environmental impact, which is?
Very easy, it's uncasual.
Congrats, guys.
Congrats.
So, and this, first place goes to the project that is, the great example of combination of tech and art, which is like obviously our theme today, which is?
It's Created. Number one is Created. Congratulations.
Thank you everyone.
So yes, thank you so much. So once again, let's applause for the final time to this, beautiful people. Thank you so much. You can go there and let's go and party and have networking, wine and buffet. Oh, okay, you stay here. We will take a group photo. But so like a few minutes later, let's go party. And Alina, you can turn on the music. Yeah, please. And some wine, starters, networking, and everything. Jury, please come here too. So let's applause. I know that you are tired.